Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 with our realistic series. Let me have a look. Does that mean that we got mixed ration on this list somewhere? Mineral feed, solid fertilizer, we got grass, hay, straw, total mix. There we go, total mixed ration, 70. We can go and buy total mixed ration just straight off the bat like that. I think that's actually really cool. I like that. Okay. Right, that's one good thing. We're definitely a step in the right direction with that one. The other one, I mean, the vegetable seeds, I already found those. And the other bits, it's the pallets. This is the only issue I've got, is the pallets. We've got distribution center and south distribution center, but those are sell points. South distribution center is seed silo, fertilizer silo. South is, that's a sell point right there. That's no good. And that one, the sawmill, that's a buy point. So I think that is where we go and buy pallets. Right. So I think we can just drive down there to get pallets for when we want some greenhouses. We need to buy somewhere to put some greenhouses. That would be the next thing to go and do. So let's have you. And we will start driving off down towards the field. I'm going to put the spout in. And I'm going to set the hired help going now on the combine. And that's going to start working up and down the field just on this bit. I fully intend to use... Well, I said that already. I'm going to put hired help going on this series as much as I possibly can. I want hired help to do 90% of the jobs, should we say? Something like that. I want the hired help to do as much work as possible. Because we're managing a big farm here. That's essentially what I'm doing, is I'm managing the farm. So he's going to carry on and do that. I'm going to leave him to just carry on there for a minute. And I'm going to double check on this dude. He's actually doing a really good job. I don't even know if I need to go and buy another plough, because... I mean, actually, it'd probably be a good idea if we did buy a second plough, because, like, when we do get going with ploughing and stuff, I think that could be an essential item. It's going to take him way too long to plough up the rest. So I'm going to go with you. That is actually going... well, I think he's going to turn around just right. So he's going to come up there, he's going to turn around, he's going to drive back the other way. And then I'm hoping he'll be able to get all the way up to the other end of the field on this little bit and not leave too much behind. I'll leave him to it. And we're going to get our Fendt 3300 right here. I'm going to... well, not our Fendt. It's our Fendt 930 Vario. And then I'm going to... see, if I drive forward... and that right there is a slight problem, because if you miscalculate and you come forward a bit too much, it does bump you back. At least these doors open quickly. Some of the other maps I was looking at when I was trying to pick out this one, the doors would open really, really slowly. So I really love this mod, but with the automatic doors, but it can be a bit of a pain if the door opens into your vehicle and the trigger point is a little bit too far away from you. So it does cause you pain and frustration. Now, where is the dealership? That would be right there. It's actually really close to us. Oh, cool! Haha! I think all of this is forestry. I wanted to check that out, but we're going to go to the vehicle shop first. That's a buy point there. Oh, it's Lime Station. I'm going to want some of that soon, actually. Right, I'm cooling because... look at this. They're quite high up here. Also, the picture on the front of the map, on the map, when you go to the one of the pictures on the map description on the website, one of the screenshots they've got is actually the person is stood down there. They've got a baler and a tractor going along the side of this field right here, and you're looking up that bit up there. So that this is the field where that screenshot was taken from. Just by the by. Just so I like to know that. I want to jump back onto you. So we are headed off down the road here. And the reason I said, oh, cool, is because it's a little bit of a steep gradient here. So we run down here like this. Where does that lane go? Does that... Is that a lane for... we'll have a look at that on the way back. We'll have a look at that on the way back. I want to follow the road first, because this is really cool. We've got a proper switchback road here. This is awesome. I love this. Fantastic. It's going to take us down into the town. Here we go. That's brilliant. I love it. And that's straight to the dealership right there. Oh, he's even got a flashing light on the Coronella bit. That's even cooler. I love this map. This map is absolutely fantastic. This is brilliant. I feel that this one's had a lot of work put into it, especially like with the mods, and there is a pro version as well that's got even more stuff than this one. And the only reason I didn't go for that was because I'm easily confused, as many of you know, and I probably would just make a pig's ear of something if I attempted it. So I've got lots and lots and lots and lots of plough mods, some more realistic than others. Wow. Okay, I knew I had several plough mods. I did not realise I had quite this many. Those are all Stevie edits, so we're not using those. That's disc ploughs. I don't want to use those. Look at that thing. I mean, that's a Stevie edit, admittedly. Yeah, it's a cultivator that he's edited into a plough. That's a monster, that is. We've got Gregoire Besson's there as some Stevie edits, and then there are also, I've got a mod. Ooh. Oh, yes. I got a mod, it's Gregoire Besson mod, which actually has a front-mounted plough and a rear-mounted plough. You put the two in together. And I've never tried that before. So there's that one, which is a 2-meter plough, and then we've got two rear ploughs. So that one's 2.8, that one's a 3-meter, so we'd have that one on the back. So there's a 6-furrow plough there, and then we've also got a 4-furrow plough on the front. And that essentially gives us 10 furrows of plough herring up and down across the field. Because the plough I was actually thinking of getting is this one, the Lemkin. And I rather like this one. This one is quite good. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 furrow reversible plough right there. And the trail thing. But I'm going to try this. I'm going to go with this. This little idea that we've got over here. I want that one, the front-mounted plough right there. I'm not adjusting working speed on this series, so we will buy that one for 23,000, and we will go with this one here as well for 21,300. So there's 40,000 euros laid out for that. I do have a front weight on me, so I'm going to need to go and take that one back. I'm not just going to abandon it, and because I drove through this gate, it's now automatically closed. I believe that this gate, or the dealership, does the same as some of the other places, and they're 9 until 9. But we've got our own private little road that goes up here, which is a lot faster than having to go through the switchback down the mountain. So we can just go up there, which is a lot easier. And I can run back up here, and we can deposit the front weight here in the yard somewhere. I won't leave it just there. I'll go in this side, and we'll leave it just here somewhere. Right. Remember me that it is right there. There we have our plough. The oats, let's go and check on the combine a second. The plough in this field is doing great, and you over here are heading back up across the fields. Once he turns round, I could do with emptying that one out, actually, but he's not missed anything, which is fantastic news. This is awesome. Right. Let's get you back down to the bottom and get those two ploughs hooked on, and then we are ready to get you into field 35 to start ploughing. No, I don't want to go in there. That's not where I'm heading. I need to head down the bottom, and we'll use our private road rather than the switchback. You know, it looks cool and everything, but we've got this road here, and this is the one that we'll mostly use for getting to the dealership. And I love the fact that we've got this. Right, we've got our own little shortcut here to the dealership. So via the road, it does take a bit to get there, but we have actually got a nice little shortcut that means that we are close to the dealership. We're usefully close to the dealership, and that's actually something that I feel is very useful, and it means that the person who made the map put in a lot of thought to it, because it does get I like the idea of having you not being right next door to the dealership. It kind of feels realistic, but at the same time, it does eventually get rather frustrating. Because you're constantly back and forth sometimes, and it just ends up getting really, really, really annoying. So I'm quite glad that we're not having that. So that one is folded there, and then that one is folded there, and we are ready to go. This is cool. Alright, you've turned around. You're nearly halfway across the field, so we want to go herring off after you and get you unloaded. If you can reach the combine before he reaches 100%. Actually, it's not reaching the combine, it's getting the grain going into the trailer. A number of times I've had it reach 100% just as the arm is still moving out. It does get annoying. We could actually have quite a bit of a bigger header on this combine. That would work. Right, if you want to go forward a bit more. Okay, that's as far as it's going to go. We've got a nice lot of oats come off of this field. The other thing I wanted to just take a quick look at. No, not there. If we scroll up a minute, you can see right here, I got 5,000 litres of seed stored in a seed silo, I'm guessing. Oh, no, not in that one. Somewhere on the farm. We've got 12,000 corn. Just under 10,000 soybeans. We've got sunflowers, we've got sorghum, canola, oat, barley, wheat. Right, we've got a whole load of crops here. We can go and buy wheat from the livestock place, which means that we don't have to grow our own to feed the chickens. We've got options there for having chickens on the farm and not having to worry too much about growing the crops for them. Which I think is really good. It does. I feel that this has had a lot more thought put into it. It feels more realistic, because that's what happens in real life nowadays. You don't have to grow everything yourself. You don't have to produce everything yourself, because we're all interconnected. You can go out, if you've got a big farm, you go out and you buy what you need. If you need something, you go and buy it. It's just how it works. And I love that this map has been set up in such a way that everything is there ready to go and buy. We don't need special mods added in to be able to go and get some of the extra. I mean, yes, admittedly, now with the base game, you can go and buy pallets of chicken feed and so on and so forth. So, you know, we have sort of started heading in that direction. But I just like the way that this... It feels like it's done really well. I like the feel of this map so far. I'm really appreciating this. Alright, now we see if we can get this gate to open, because I've got the plough mounted on the front. Oh yeah, it does. Sometimes things mounted on the front don't actually trigger the gates, and that's where it gets to be a bit of a problem. And the Invincible 2CV has followed us from the Calmlands to here, and this time it's completely invincible because it doesn't get affected by anything at all. And I thought we had nothing planted in this field here, in field 35. It turns out that this is the grass field, and I'd just forgotten about it. So I literally just showed you this field. We jumped over the fence and had a look. So this is the one that we already own. So I could plough this one up, and we not have any grass. And I'm actually thinking that that might be a good thing. We could do this one as a crop field to start with. Let's do that. So that's what we're going to do to start with, is we're going to go with a crop field here. The only thing I'm curious about is, do we have a biogas plant? Because it's not the manure warehouse. If we go into here, our seed master requires a little tiny bit of slurry, bought from somewhere to be able to make our own seed that we can use in the farm. Now, I'm quite happy to go and buy in seed. That's not a problem. But I'm refusing to buy any fertilizer. So we can make our own fertilizer. We need manure from somewhere. And we also need digestate. Now, something that I have done in the past is I made a thing that would produce manure. So rather than having to have animals to get manure from, because we got the chickens right there. Shift P. There we go. Unfortunately, in here, it doesn't actually tell you what the mods are. Whereas if you're in the main shop, it tells you the name of the mod. This one does not. But that has got compost right there. So the reason I'm saying is unfortunate is because I don't know which of these placeables is specifically made for La Coronella. Oh, yes I do, because he's actually named them all. How cool is it? I keep saying he. I'm assuming he. I'm pretty sure it is a he. They have named them all as La Coronella, which does make life a lot easier. So we've got the Seed Master right there, which is the ones that we've got. So we can take digestate and straw, and that makes compost. Water, straw, silage, that makes the forage. We've got here for pig food. We've got animal protein, which so we need that oil right there. I think we just buy that one. And also we need sugar beet, and then we've got just a sugar beet chopper right here. That's really cool. This one here, trees, we get out pallets and stuff there. Oh, look at all these stuff that we got. Pistachios, it looks like pistachio milk or pistachio oil, one or the other. UHT milk production. Oh, pistachio oil, it does say up there. I'm looking at this. I'm not looking at the name of it. I should probably do that. That would probably help. Grass dryer right there, and that's the last of the La Coronella stuff. This is so cool. Like, we got so much stuff here. We need to do some of this stuff. Right, so that one there, it doesn't look like there's any production for that mineral oil there to go into our protein feed. But we also need to get some sugar beet for that, which we don't have. But this one here for compost. So in order to be able to make compost, we actually need digestate. And we need that for here. But we also want some manure as well. And the manure supply is a bit different. Now, I made a mod myself that does produce manure. So we don't need animals. Animals are not needed. I got Field Products Factory right here. If I dump that lot, this one is 100,000 though. We have the option of a manure and slurry dealer. I don't know if there's one on the map. Alright, I've been here looking around for so long that he's finished, and also the combine is finished over here. So everybody has finished their work. Because I was busy looking at some mods that I wanted to get. Because I'd like to be able to have some production of various different things. I was wondering whether or not I should plough up this field. I'm of two minds now, because this is grass, and I could turn the grass into manure. So the first thing that we want to find out is whether or not I've got a supply of it that I can buy, because that's going to enable us to skip a step. Because I don't really want to just harvest grass in order to make manure. It's gonna just be a pain. So I've got livestock and pig food over here. I think we need to go and have a look at that one. And we've got down here, I've got liquid station, seed silo, fertilizer silo, and supplies. So I've got various things down there that we might be able to buy. Of course, there would be an easier way to find out if we can buy manure anywhere on a map, and that is if we just go and click on here. So slurry, no. Supplies. We need to go to supplies and we can buy manure right there. And then the slurry is from somewhere else. Digestate, there's none available at the moment, so we would actually need to be able to do that. which means that we're going to want to be able to get that set up. But the manure is the main one that I wanted to get, and then we can start using that to produce other stuff. And that one we can go and buy from supplies. So we know that we can get that, which means that we don't need this grass. Not at the moment. We will use the grass at some point. We're just not going to use it yet. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to lower down that plough right there. And then I'm going to lower down that plough right there. He's struggling a bit. I've never used this before. This is... I'm thinking for the outside rounds we wouldn't necessarily use the front mounted plough as well. I'm thinking that probably not how this would be used. So what I think I might do, because he is struggling a lot, and I love the idea of this. Also, I think we've got the wrong wheels on. I think we need some weights on these wheels. So first up, let's, if I do Control V, that should lift both of them up. Sometimes I have to do it twice for the first time. Yeah, there we go. Right. Okay, we'll run back to the farm a second, and we'll put the heavy wheels on this one. So I need to find my workshop, and I need some heavy wheels. Where is our workshop? Control X does beautifully fold them both up. And somewhere around here we should have a workshop. I just don't know where it is. Let's have a look on the old map and see. Aha! I found it! I knew there was a workshop here somewhere. So I'm assuming this is the workshop. Wait, what? Open wardrobe? That's not a wardrobe. There should be the wardrobe over there. Well, that's the farm bit. We go up to here and sleep. I thought this was the workshop. No, that's open. That's open wardrobe. Well, where's my workshop? Apparently, we don't have... Excuse me. We don't have a workshop on this farm. I have been all over and I cannot find one. Now, I mean, technically, I am outside this door right here. And this... Well, actually, it doesn't look like much of a workshop. It's got cheap-looking pillar drill there. That's about it. There ain't a lot else in there. There doesn't appear to be a workshop on this farm, which doesn't seem right. But what I do have is, because I got all of my mods enabled, there is one, I think, where I just approach the thing and I press N. There we go. I've got a mobile workshop, so I can at least do that. So if I go to customize on the... we got Nokian tires at the moment. These are kind of like grass road tires. You got your Trelleborgs for your standard sort of type things. Continentals, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein. We've got lots of options on this one. The 930 Vario, 33. Oh wow, look at the horsepower going up on that. That's 296 right there. If we go, the biggest one is a 942. That goes up to a 415 horsepower tractor. We could probably do with that boost in power to help our ploughing. So I think I'm going to do that. And then wheel setup, we've got standards, standard 2. Oh, it's because it's the Nokian tires. I want wheel weights. Trelleborg, Michelin, Continentals, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein. I'm going to go with Michelin. Wheel weight, wides with weights. That's what I want, is I want wide tires with wheel weights. So that's 62,700 to make this tractor a serious beast of a tractor. Right. Let's try this again. And yes, I'm aware that my other tractors have all ground to a halt, the combine and tractor and everything. Like, everything is currently stopped because I've been messing around with this, and I've also been sort of looking and trying to decide what we should do. I've made decisions. I haven't been completely without decisions. But, yeah, we need to work on that. So I'm going to go back down here. Now, I'm ploughing up the grass field, but what I was actually thinking is, although I'm going to plough up the grass field, we're probably still going to want to do a crop somewhere into a biogas plant so that we can get some digestate for some of the various different crops and items and things that are available on the map. So I'm kind of thinking that what we'll end up doing is we will... Right, I'm going to drop both of these down. And we'll try just using both of them now that I've got weights and also a lot more horses. There we go. It's racing along now. That's better. Yeah, I was thinking actually what we might do is do silage with a different crop. So maybe we'll grow corn and do silage into a BGA plant, and then we can take that and use it to produce the digestate that we're going to want, and then we've got a supply of digestate to bring back to the farm for use in the seed masters for making the other bits that we're going to want, such as the fertilizer and anything else that we might want to be making. So, like, those options are there. We've got that to be able to do a bit later on. There is one thing that I wanted to find out right here. Does that have a collision on it? Yes, it does. It's going to make it a little bit awkward. That's probably why this is a grass field. Well, also, and it's quite steep. So that is going to make it a little bit awkward for doing stuff around, but we'll figure something out. Because I don't really want to be dealing with grass, to be honest. I've thought about it previously, whether or not we should be doing something with grass, and I don't think we will. At least not at the moment. Like, I have done a lot of grass stuff in the past. I don't think I did much grass in the last series, to be honest. So maybe I could do a bit, but I kind of just didn't want to mess around with it. I figured it would be easier if we just left that alone. Also, I'm still not entirely sure I should be doing the outside round of this field with the front plough down as well. I should probably not be using that one just for the outside bit. But I kind of want to. Just because. And also, I mean, I don't actually need to be doing this. We've done most of what we need to be doing. I just kind of need to... Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.